Yo, picture this. It's my wedding day. I'm standing there in the stunning white dress, heart pounding, and my so-called groom looks me dead in the eyes in front of the whole crowd and says, I want to marry your sister. Leona, you're just an old hag. Amara, I don't want you. Gasps everywhere. My world shattered in seconds. But trust me, that was just the beginning of the biggest plot twist they never saw coming. Hey everyone, it's Amara here, and let me take you back through this whole messy ride. You know how some families got that old school pressure vibe? That's exactly what hit me 1 year ago. My folks basically forced me into this engagement with Jade. Dude was 3 years younger than me, but his family was loaded big houses, fancy cars, the whole deal. I was their daughter, so they laid it on thick. This is good for us. Amara, think about the future. I caved. I said yes, even though my gut was screaming no. I work a solid higher-up gig at a tech company downtown. Long hours, big responsibilities, but I make good money, and who did I always look out for? My younger sister, Leona, she lost her little part-time thing and kept calling me up with that arrogant tone like, Amara, I need this, or Amara, cover that for me. Whatever she wanted. I made it happen. I supported her through everything. After the engagement, though, things started feeling off. Leona started showing up everywhere with Jade at parties, cafes, shopping sprees. At first I brushed it off. They're just being friendly. It's cool, I told myself. We're all gonna be family soon, right? But deep down, something felt shady. Then, right before the big day, I got these photos sent to me anonymously. Jade and Leona looking way too cozy, laughing, holding hands. The kind of pics that scream perfect couple. My stomach dropped. What I didn't know yet was that the anonymous sender was actually my boss. Alexander, he'd seen some sketchy stuff at company events and wanted me to know the truth before. It was too late. I marched straight to Mom's room, ready to call the whole engagement off. I'm done with this. I ain't marrying him. But before I could push the door open, I heard voices inside. I hit record on my phone, real quick smart move. Mom talking low to Leona. You gotta stop hanging around Jade so much. If Amara figures it out, she'll shut this whole thing down. We need her to marry him first. All she cares about is her money. Anyway, Leona laughed. That sharp little laugh. Oh, Mom. Don't worry. You know what Jade said? He's gonna choose me right there on the wedding day. Imagine her face when he picks me in front of everyone. I stood there frozen, hand on the door, completely betrayed. My own mom and sister planning this behind my back. The pictures. The conversation, it was all the truth staring me in the face. They were using me for the money, the lifestyle. Everything I built, I felt broken. Like the ground got pulled out from under me. But instead of falling apart right there, I took a deep breath and stepped back. Let them have their little game. I'd play along and flip the script. Wedding day rolls around. I still show up in that beautiful white dress, looking calm as ever, even though I knew exactly what was coming. The venue was packed friends, family, coworkers. Jade's family looking all smug. Leona in her flashy outfit, shooting me these fake sweet glances. The ceremony starts, and sure enough, Jade steps up. In front of every single person, he drops the bomb. I want to marry Leona, not Amara. She's just not it for me. Whispers rip through the crowd. Murmurs, shocked faces, a few people straight up gasping. Leona struts up there with this proud smirk, like she won the lottery. Jade's buddies start chuckling. My family? They just sat there letting it happen. I stood quietly through all of it, letting them play their scene. When it was over, I pulled the engagement ring off my finger and handed it back to Jade, calm as could be. Leona snatched it with a laugh. You can have it, sweetheart, she said, all loud and mocking, posing with their friends like they were the stars of some reality show. That's when I smiled real slow, real confident. Everyone, I got an announcement. The hall went dead quiet. All those laughing faces turned toward me. Since Jade wants my sister so bad, I said, voice steady but with that edge. I'm taking back everything I brought to this so-called marriage. The dowry, the luxury car I paid for, the home we were supposed to live in after today. All mine. Consider this engagement officially shut down. Their faces went pale. Jade looked like he'd seen a ghost. Leona's smirk dropped. Then Jade's so-called rich family started turning on him right there, blaming him loud enough for everyone to hear. This is all your fault, Jade. We're losing the money, the connections, everything because of your dumb decisions. The irony was thick. The same family that acted so superior was throwing him under the bus the second. The cash looked shaky. Before any of them could spit out some excuse, I kept going. And whoever marries me now, they'll get everything that comes with it. The whole room was buzzing. Then this sharp, confident voice cut through the noise from the back. I knew that voice instantly. If you marry me, Amara, I'll give you 10 times more than you ever had. It was Alexander, my boss, the same guy who sent those photos to protect me. Tall, sharp, in a crisp white suit, standing there like he owned the place. The hall went completely silent. People who were laughing at me minutes ago, now they were staring, jaws on the floor. I was shocked, heart racing, but in the best way. Alexander walked straight up, eyes locked on mine. I've seen how hard you work, how much heart you put into everything. You deserve someone who actually sees you. That was the moment everything changed. I cut ties with my family right then and there. A few days later, they started blowing up my phone, trying to guilt me and drag me back in. I agreed to meet them one last time. When I walked in, they started with their usual lines. I just pulled out my phone and played the voice recording, the one I took outside. Mom's door, crystal clear with Leona and Mom laying out their whole plan. The room went dead silent. Their faces said it all. After that day, they never called me again. No more fake family drama, no more using me. Fast forward to now, and here I am living in the city's top penthouse building. Alexander and I, we built something real. Not forced, not fake, just two people who actually respect each other. I kept climbing at the company even stronger than before. Leona, Jade, and the rest. They got exposed for what they were. No big dramatic fight, just the quiet truth spreading until their so-called perfect plan fell apart. Looking back, that wedding day hurt like crazy. But it taught me something huge. Sometimes the worst betrayal pushes you right into the life you were always meant for. I went from standing there in that white dress, feeling worthless, to knowing my worth, like never before. And yeah, revenge? It wasn't loud or messy. It was just me taking back my power, smiling while they watched everything they tried to steal slip away. Life's funny like that.